Hello everyone, welcome back to Timsy Naked Tarot. We are still doing the twin flame soul cycle, even though I've gone through all 12 of the zodiac signs. There is a dynamical shift possible within the twin flame soul cycles, which is the fact that you're watching all these videos assuming that you are a divine feminine and the person you are in a twin flame connection with is a divine masculine, but it is very possible that maybe you're an awakened divine masculine and they're a divine feminine. It is also possible that you are both divine masculines. It is also possible that you are both divine feminines. So we are doing them, and we're going to start this with, as you know from the thumbnail, we are starting with you being the awoken divine masculine and them being the divine feminine in this connection. Okay, so no cards from the all signs overview for this, just literally straight in with the cut. We got a King of Swords, knowing the truth, taking action, or possibly getting some sort of professional in. Maybe that's me, maybe that's this, maybe this tarot reading is what's going to wake you up to the truth and make you take action, perhaps. We have also got the Seven of Wands. Well, that's a defensive energy. That would be you saying, no, Simon, I am a divine feminine, I am a divine feminine. If you're saying that, you are probably a divine masculine. Okay, a divine feminine would just accept what I just said then and go, oh, okay, yeah, I hadn't thought of that. But a divine masculine would defend it and say, no, I'm this. Okay, so there you go. Little heads up there. Okay, we will do the cards in the same way we've done all the other ones. If you are new and you haven't seen how I do the other ones, I will leave a link in the description for the all signs overview, so you can go and see how I do the other ones as well. But it'll be the same as I do this. We've got thinking, how they're thinking of you there, how they're feeling of you there, what actions they're likely to take, what you don't see coming, and the overall potential overall outcome. Okay, so we got the Six of Wands coming out for how your divine feminines are thinking about you awoken divine masculines. Okay, Six of Wands is an energy of recognition. Maybe they're waking up to the fact that, oh, well, maybe they're an awoken divine masculine and they're thinking that they're actually a divine feminine, and maybe they're waiting for me to make the move. Maybe I might have to make the move. Okay, could be recognition of that. It could also be recognition of you. Okay, just you. It's also victory. So they're maybe thinking along victorious routes. Maybe they're thinking that maybe I can win this somehow. Maybe they will come to me. Okay. How they feel about you is, I've got a bit of something in my eye and it's starting to irritate me. The Two of Swords is how they feel about you. There is a difficult decision for them to make. Okay. And again, this could be the fact that maybe they're realizing that you are divine masculine, but an awoken one. So basically an awoken divine masculine is sort of somewhere in between a divine masculine and a divine feminine. They're still more on the masculine tendencies of things, like that defensiveness, saying, no, Simon, I am a divine feminine. Okay. But yeah, so maybe they're realizing that. Maybe they're seeing traits within you, what sort of shouts to them that maybe you are a divine feminine as well. Okay. So actions they are likely to take, that, oh, okay, they're likely to make a move. Okay. With the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups is all about movement. Maybe they're actually, the actions they're going to take is going on a holiday and seeing if you've pulled it all together by the time they get back. Maybe they're changing jobs, maybe they're moving house, maybe they're coming closer to you somehow. It's a card of movement. What you don't see coming is the Seven of Swords. Okay. We'll have the potential outcome left face down, and we'll have a look at that at the end. Okay. We'll also get what your divine feminine would like to say to you. Okay, so let's have a look at the clarifiers. Oh, should we cover that Seven of Swords quickly, or should we just cover that at the end? What do you think? Towards the end. Let's cover it now quickly. It is not the sneaky, thefty, minor arcana devil card. It's the changing tactics side of the Seven of Swords. Okay. Oh, there you go then. They're the cards that wanted to come out. I'll try to put them back in. They spilled out. So yeah, it's what you don't see coming is things are changing. Changing. And here it is again. The Seven of Swords coming out again here. It's in their thinking. Okay. they're thinking about things have to change. I might have to be the one to change it. And when I say I, I'm referring to them, not you. Okay, but hell, maybe you have to be the one to change it. Maybe if you're sitting there thinking you're divine feminine and you realize you're actually the divine masculine in this dynamic, or maybe you still have to be the one who goes and be vulnerable. Okay, we got the Seven of Cups coming out. They're thinking about all the choices they've got in front of them as well, and maybe they're thinking about changing these about a bit. Okay, Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is like a calming energy. It's an energy of like perhaps going to a better place mentally. And yeah, okay, so they are going to a better place mentally. They're thinking, maybe they're thinking about you has always been a little bit turmoily. Like, oh yes, I love the tarot team with all my heart. Why don't they just come to me? And it creates an imbalance within their thinking, and it stops them from acting upon what they're feeling and thinking. But this is all karma now, so maybe they're cross-watching, maybe they're watching this, maybe they're thinking they're a divine masculine, okay, and you're the divine feminine, and maybe they're thinking, well, yeah, that makes sense. What you just said, that makes sense. My person might be thinking like that. Maybe I should be the one who makes the move. Maybe you two are gonna make the move together, so to speak, head towards each other at the same time and end up bumping into each other at the most randomest place you would ever imagine. Okay, the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is an energy of working hard to gain your success. It's an energy of, well, success, but it's also modesty. Okay, the King of Pentacles don't flaunt it around that they have all this money, because, well, they know that anyone else can have all that money as well, as long as they work hard to get it. Okay, so they're thinking along the lines of, well, yeah, perhaps I am the divine feminine, perhaps I am the divine masculine, but I'm going to be modest about this. I'm not going to rub anyone's nose in it, and I'm not going to rub the tarot team's nose in it as and when we get together. If and when we get together. Okay. Six of Wands, again, the victory, the recognition. It's not so much the recognition of you, it's not so much the victory of you, it's the recognition of the situation they're in, okay, with you, and it's the victory over that situation. So let's have a look at this Two of Swords then. In their emotions, their feelings for you, they have this difficult decision to make. I don't quite know how that translates other than that, but we got that King of Swords coming out again, and we got the Knight of Wands coming out with it as well. So in their emotions for you, they are a little bit selfish. It's possibly selfish to the extent where they want you. Whenever they're like thinking about you, those emotions all bubble up. They feel good and all that, and it's kind of like a passionate edge to their emotions. They passionately want to be with you. You get their blood boiling, shall we say? But then we got this King of Swords sitting in there. Now, again, the King of Swords is a card of taking action. All the kings are cards of taking action. All the kings take action, but this is taking action on the truth, but they haven't decided what the truth is yet. Okay, so in their emotions, they're not, in their soul, they're not quite 100% sure if it's an infatuation they have with you, or if it is the true, genuine love they have with you. Okay, let's see what's crossing their emotions. We got the Five of Wands crossing out. Just for the fact that I've looked twice now, we've also got the Three of Wands. That was the card underneath the Six of Wands for that one, and it's the card underneath this Five of Wands, Five of Swords for that one. They're thinking about doing something. Okay, they're setting the intentions to do something. They're not actually taking that action quite yet. So that Eight of Cups might be a little bit premature. We'll see where the cloud fires come out with that. But with this Five of Swords here, it's actually their soul which is holding them back. Okay, it's sabotaging the situation a little bit. Maybe the fact that they can't recognize the difference between lust and love is what's holding them back. Maybe that's what's sabotaging it. Maybe they do love you, but they're seeing it as lust, and that's why they're not acting upon it, or something like that, or the other way around. Maybe they just lust you and they see it as love, and maybe they're scared of love. Maybe they've had a lot of rough dealings with that love word in the past, and that's why they're not acting upon it yet. But the King of Swords says, I think they're, once the decision is made, once they have one sword out of those two, they then will act upon that decision, whatever that emotional decision will be. Okay, so 8 of Cups, actions that they are likely going to take. And again, I say likely because it is a tarot read. We all have our free will. All sorts of things can take effect. Okay, and they could be standing outside your door at the moment, just about to knock, and they decide, no, I'm not going to do this. Okay, with their own free will. So the cards are making me shuffle like anything. Obviously, there we go. Right, so there's our first one. The 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. Interesting. It's almost like splitting what this movement is all about. 2 4s obviously making an 8. Right, so the 4 of Pentacles is an energy of what's the best way to say it? It's not quite greedy. It's I'm kind of getting this 4 Pentacles, 4 of Cups combo as a comfort blanket type thing. Whatever their comfort blanket might be. Maybe it's getting drunk. Maybe it's a dog. Maybe it is literally a comfort blanket. I don't know. But there's this energy of I don't know. There's a fear that you're not going to accept their comfort blanket, or their coping mechanism, shall we call it, instead of a comfort blanket. That makes it sound a little bit more adult, doesn't it? A coping mechanism. However they tend to cope with stress and strain within their life. I feel there's a fear that you're not going to appreciate it. And the 4 of Cups keeps screaming at me. It's a very male thing. And I'm not going to call it procrastinating, because procrastinating is when you literally find other things to do to stop yourself doing the thing you're meant to be doing. Okay, I'm going to call it mind-numbingly boredom. Mind-numbing boredom. And the reason it's a very masculine thing is because males can do it. Females find it a little bit hard to sit there and while away 4 hours fishing or playing on the Xbox. If you are one of these people who play on the Xbox and go fishing and you're female, well, drop it in the comments, rip me a new one, that's absolutely fine. But I feel it's more of a man thing. They can just, it's sitting there doing nothing. And I feel that's what their coping mechanism is. And they fear that by coming towards you, they'll have to let go of that. Or they fear that coming towards you with that, keeping hold of that, and you might push them back because of it. Okay, so the movement is there, the wanting of movement is there, but I don't know, they're unsure about how you react to that weird coping mechanism I'm on about. And there's the truth of the matter, the Ace of Swords. Now this Ace of Swords is referring to their emotional choice they have down here, because I said that once they get that one sword, the Ace of Swords, they will take action, they will take the movement. And so they're debating and deliberating in their emotions how you will react to their coping mechanisms. They're worried that you're going to be judgmental. What else? Tower, everything will change. 2 of one's making a choice, but everything is ready for this. So it is possible that they know that their coping mechanism is not really a very good one, okay, and they've maybe at a position in their life where they keep trying with the idea of swapping it out for something else, okay. Maybe instead of sitting there whiling away loads of time on a mind-numbingly boring computer game or fishing, and for 1 minute, I don't think fishing is mind-numbingly boring. It's just from the outside world looking in, it sometimes looks that way, doesn't it? But they're kind of toying with the idea, well, maybe I can actually take something else up and possibly have the potential of making money. So instead of sitting there playing on their game console or their computer or fishing or something else what you may find mind-numbingly boring, they're thinking, well, if I take up pottery, I can be sitting there wasting my time away doing the pottery and then having something what I might be able to sell on, or something like that, having something out of it at the end. Okay, that was that little combo. Right, let's have a look at this Seven of Swords. What you don't see coming is a big change of tactics. I'm going to say it's a big change of tactics because we had that tower out earlier in the crossing cards for that movement up there. So let's have a little look-see. Justice and the Two of Cups. Okay, so there's a changing of the tactics within the soulmate connection itself. Okay, what you don't see coming, which is understandable because, like, obviously you're watching me do tarot reads because you what's the best way? You can't translate the energies properly yourself. We all have the ability of doing it. The younger you are, the more chance you have of actually cracking this. But generally speaking, like we have our five senses. We have touch, we have taste, we have smell, we have hearing, we have sight. Okay, but we have a sixth sense. It's quite often talked about those that prickly feeling you get running up your neck when you think that you might be in danger or things like that. Okay, it's there. It was there inert within us when we were born, and because when you think about a child, the child has its touch, yeah, but the other four senses, well, in fact, touch to a certain extent, they haven't developed to their fully. They have eyes, they can see, but they're blurry. They have ears, they can hear. That probably works quite well. I'm not sure. I can't remember when I was just born. Taste is probably one what's bang on the money as well when they first come out. But so they're relying on this other one, this sixth sense. Okay, and yeah, it's kind of like that. But as children get older, and then especially when you get put into the schooling system, this sixth sense gets banged out of you because, well, the way schooling systems are built is not designed for that. Okay, you have science in a schooling system. Well, scientists might accept and agree that there is something else there they're not 100% sure of, which they might call various different things, but it's not geared up to nurture that as well and grow and develop that. And most people then they lose their ability as they're going through their schooling, and then they regain their ability as they come out of school and start to spiritually find their way themselves. Okay, so this could be a change in. I don't know what tangent I was going off on there. I can't. Oh yeah, the fact that you can't quite see and feel and understand the energies around you. You can't translate it. So yeah, so there's a change in the dynamics within the energies of the twin flame soul cycle. It's gearing to give people justice. So if you are in a twin flame soul cycle and your divine runner, I'm just going to call them a divine runner for now, okay, because they could be a masculine, they could be a feminine, they could be anything, is still being very, very, what's the right word, free willish and not doing what the universe wants it to do. You might be getting something else. You might be getting your justice in another way. You might be finding like an inner peace or an inner freedom you never knew existed. Maybe your whole attitudes are going to start to change to, well, it is what it is, and then move on. Okay, and things like that. So basically, what you don't see coming is you're going to be getting some form of justice within this twin flame soul cycle. It might not be the exact justice you wanted. Just imagine if you're in a court for any reason and you're looking to get some sort of compensation off a company for any reason, and you might have a figure in your head, and the judge might not give you that figure. They might give you a higher figure or a lower figure. Okay, but it's the justice you're getting. You're getting that justice, and that's what it is. What's crossing this? We got the Four of, and underneath the Four of Wands, I just said that because I saw it as I was turning the deck back over after putting that off, and B, that's the minor arcana of that. Okay, so you'll be getting some form of new commitment, some form of new start. It is the 1111 card. Go and check out the angel numbers 1111 and spiritual numbers 1111 and things like that. What are we? We're 20 odd minutes in. I haven't really got time to go diving into 1111 and numbers and all that today. But it is the 1111 card. It is commitment. It is marriages. So maybe you're gonna, I don't know, be getting married. Maybe what you don't see coming in is all this happens at a wedding you've been invited to, perhaps. But whatever it is committing to a new start. Like I said, maybe you get this new sense of inner peace where you just start turning around to everyone and saying, well, it is what it is. Let's see where it goes, instead of having to not have it is what it is, and it all needs to be planned out and everything. So it could be that. What's underneath that one? The Chariot, that's driving on forward, and it's also going to be something you never expected yourself doing. Okay, it was the last thing you would ever think of or thought of. Pretty much like I said, you might bump into each other in the last place you ever expected. Underneath that is our Queen of Pentacles, which links up with the King of Pentacles there, and it's also, you're not going to feel uncomfortable in this new energy. You're going to feel very comfortable in this new energy. You're going to be accepting it quite a lot. Last card, let's have a look at the last card, the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands can sometimes be a defensive card, of defending something with your life, so to speak, but it can also be the card of throwing in the towel, giving way to it all, giving into it all, accepting it is what it is. Okay, accepting it is what it is. That's coming out a lot. I might have that in the title somewhere. Okay, yeah, divine masculines and divine feminines. It is what it is. Or just accept it is what it is. Okay, let's have a little look-see. So the outcome for you, the Empress. Okay, so I don't know. Now I see that. Yeah, a lot more of this is all making sense, because I said an awoken divine masculine is somewhere between a divine feminine and a divine masculine. Okay, or if you want to talk tarot cards with that, somewhere between the Emperor and the Empress. And the outcome for you is the Empress. You might be, through this little stage of the twin flame soul cycle, actually becoming the Empress in this situation. You might be becoming the divine feminine within this situation, or just generally in life. You might be finding yourself appearing to be more lucky. And I say appearing to be more lucky because there is no such thing as, there is not a luck energy out there. Okay, there's been in the right place at the right time energy, going along with what the universe has planned for you, flowing with the current of the river, so to speak. Yeah, instead of fighting against it all the time, which then to the outside world makes it look like you're lucky because you're always in the right place at the right time, because you just, well, let the current put you there. So you might be becoming more lucky. You might be becoming more fertile if you've been trying for a child or anything like that. Yeah, be careful. Or if you don't want to have a child or anything like that, be careful over the next month or so, because you may be extra fertile. Yeah, it's all about new life, new beginnings as well. Okay, so let's have a little look. See, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Some tarot readers will read that as the minor arcana of the Empress and the Tower. So basically, there's a couple of ways we can be reading this. The Nine of Pentacles, the main card, the Empress there, you're slipping into this divine feminine energy, this Empress energy. You're going to be more attractive. People are going to be coming out of the woodwork. People are going to be wanting to be really passionate with you and loving you and caring for you and being drawn to you for qualities you never even realized you had. You will feel comfortable in the situation. You will have love and emotion to express out, but you would also be able to know the difference between the good and the bad, so you're not wasting your energies in the wrong places, because that would be the Queen of Swords. Okay, it's all the positive aspects of all the queens with the Empress, and of course the Empress is in reverse, and it's all the negative aspects of the queens. But anyway, let's get back to these clarifying cards. Now, first glance, we got the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, a windfall. Okay, a jackpot. Bang, you've got into this energy. You've hit the jackpot. It's going to change your life. The Tower. Okay, and then you can also look at this Nine of Pentacles as a card of freedom and independence. If you're working through the Pentacles and you go from the Eight of Pentacles, which is work, and then you go to the Nine of Pentacles, it becomes a card of independence from work, a retirement card, if you will. So it's a card of independence. It's a card of being single, so to speak, not being attached to anything anymore. So perhaps this Empress energy kind of detaches you from all the things which have been holding you back. Yeah, kind of cuts all the mooring ropes, which again changes your life. Okay, this little card here, yeah, this little card is a big, massive, major arcana card, but that little card, that little tower, and then that's not changing in any of these. It's this Nine of Pentacles one has so much, and it could be they are becoming free and independent, which changes your life. Okay, however this one pans out for you, yeah, your life is changing. We could just go like this. The outcome for you in the twin flame soul cycle at the moment is your life is changing in a big way. Okay, generally the Tower is ripping down the old and rebuilding. Okay, so let's see what's crossing this. We have got the Queen of Wands crossing our massive change because of your swing into the feminine energy, this nice, brilliant, positive, attractive energy. And there it is, the attraction of that energy. It's kind of saying you may be a little bit outbalanced with the Queen of Wands energy. You might just find yourself being very attractive. People are coming up to you. People are stopping you in the high street and talking to you. Maybe you do or don't have any form of social media, but maybe something on there has gone stupid viral and people are going to start recognizing you and stuff like that. Okay, it is saying that this Empress energy is more on the attractive side of it, but you have to be careful because obviously all these people, and it's not just people, energies, it's energies which are being drawn towards you. Yeah, basically you're becoming an energy magnet. But if it is people who are stopping you in the streets and asking for your autograph or to hear your life story or just to chat, whatever it may be, yeah, at times this will happen at inappropriate times for you. Okay, so be careful that you don't just like dismiss them and just shoo them off to one side, because one or two of them could be very important for you. Okay, let's have a look at what your divine feminine would like to say to you if they could speak to you right now. Okay, it's definitely that card. I've shuffled it 3 times with that card being astute. Just ask, okay, just ask, kiss me. We'll have one more, and leave me alone. Okay. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck is I've made a mistake. Okay, so basically when we start looking at this, just ask. They're basically sitting there waiting for you to ask them. Okay, because like all good people who are watching the twin flame soul cycle, they're watching it from the fact that they're the divine feminine and you're the divine masculine, which in this particular case, this read actually is portraying. But they're waiting for you to come and be vulnerable to them. They're waiting for you just to turn up and ask them out on a date or something like that. Yeah, they want you to kiss them. Yeah, just ask. If you want to kiss, just ask. Yeah, let's get passionate. Let's get romantic. Leave me alone. Okay, the leave me alone bit could be referring to this over here. Okay, so we go. Oh, here we go. There you go. Whether they actually correspond with areas on the tarot read. Leave me alone is over here. It's when they're having their moments. It's when they're having their comfort blanket. Their control moment, whatever you want to call it, their coping mechanism. They just want to be left alone. They don't want to talk about it at the moment. They're believe it or not, when us males are doing those mind-numbing, boring things, yeah, we are processing a hell of a lot of stuff. We're thinking things through. We're mudding through life. Okay, and I made a mistake. Is possibly them realizing that you are not a out and out divine masculine, and they might be realizing that I've made a mistake by believing that you are. Okay, I have a funny feeling we might see a very similar thing on the divine feminine read I will do later, but that's what we have for the awoken divine masculines and the divine feminines who... Oh, my lights just died right at the end of the video. Okay, well, I'm not going to change that now because we're not putting out any more cards. You've seen all you need to see. So I was just wrapping this up anyway, and I might as well just do it now because the light's just gone out. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please feel free, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoyed it. Drop in any comments if you're a female who goes fishing and enjoys fishing, or a female who sits there for hours on end playing on games consoles with mind-numbingly boring games. Yeah, if you didn't like this, that's absolutely fine. You can do the opposite. You can hit the thumbs down if you want. Let me know that there was something wrong, something amiss with this read. But let me know in the comments what it is, the reason why you're giving it the thumbs down, because that's just kind and courteous, isn't it? If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I strongly suggest you do so, because by doing that, you'll be adding your energies to the Tarot Team pot, which will make it easier for me to read on your energies in future and will make reads like this resonate with you on a more personal level. To give you a little hand with subscribing if you are new to my channel or YouTube in general, just there will be a link popping up where you can hit that link. I hope it's there. I hope that works. I haven't actually checked that bit of it, but yeah, where I should be placing it on the video is just there, which is a link to subscribing. Just here somewhere will be a video that YouTube believes you will enjoy watching. Okay, but it also in turn means it's something the universe thinks there's something important in there for you to see. Until the next time you're watching one of my videos, you'll be good out there.